Here.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
And good happy Easter Sunday morning. Isn't it great? Sun is coming up as I do this podcast. Perfect timing. I'm happy every time Easter Sunday comes along. Reminds us of all of the possibilities that God has given us. By the way, today's podcast is not about business. It's not about politics. It's about Easter. And today is the day that you and your family, your church members, that you go to church, or just sitting at home meditating about what Easter's all about, which I hope you're doing. But today's Easter. And it's a positive message of Easter. Even though we know that there was great agony that happened at Easter, that God went through, what Jesus went through. But it's amazing because the night before he went to the cross, Jesus wasn't focused on the agony and the pain he was about to go through. He was thinking about you. He was thinking about me. And he said something that my mom taught me as I was growing up. She says, look forward to the future because there's something great that's going to happen. And so he said, there are many rooms in my Father's house, and I'm going to prepare a place for you. I would not tell you this if it was not so. And after I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to myself, so that you will be where I am. Look that up. It's in John 14, verses 2 to 3. But that was a positive message, right? Here he was just about ready to go onto the cross and have the nails driven into him, and that spear jabbed into his side, and that thorn of crowns deep into his head, and blood was coming down. But right before he went, he gave us all that promise. Jesus said that he was going to prepare a room in heaven for everyone who believes in him. The God who can create the universe with just a few words has been taking 2,000 plus years to prepare an eternal home for you. And let me tell you something, it's going to blow your mind because of the grandeur and the beauty of what's going on. It won't be anything like you could possibly imagine. This world is a beautiful place, and I have been to so many beautiful places in this world. In Asia, in Europe, in America, in the south part of Mexico. I have been to so many places in this world, and there are so many beautiful places. I've seen some amazing scenery, sunsets and waterfalls and mountains and jungles and all kinds of beauty. Even in all its brokenness of this world, it still contains some incredible sights. If a broken place can still be so beautiful, imagine what a place of perfection will be like. Unfortunately, I can't even explain it to you because I can't even imagine it in my mind. I see so many different beautiful things. In fact, that's what the Bible says in 1 Corinthians 2:9. He says, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no mind has imagined the things that God has prepared for those who love him. We can't comprehend just how wonderful heaven will be for those who have made Jesus the Lord of their lives. But I know this. It's a place of perfection, where we will joyfully be in the presence of God. And I want you to be there. I want you to be there. I want you to be with me. Jesus wants you to be there. He gave his life on this Easter so you could be there. However, going to heaven is not automatic. It's just not one of those, you don't have a free ticket to get there. God gives you the choice to love him. He doesn't force you to love him as if you were some sort of robot. He's giving you the freedom to choose him. He's giving you the freedom to choose good over evil. He's giving you the freedom to choose him. But in order to get into God's family home, heaven, you first need to join God's family through faith in Jesus Christ. Now, I'm looking forward to this day when I go. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not scared. I'm happy. And we have this Easter Sunday to be reminded that, God, there's a better plan, a better place than on this earth. I mean, we see the razzle-dazzle of earth. We see the wealthy with the people in the Rolls Royces, and we get confused. But we all have the ability to make choices. I tell you, so many times I have made one of my talking points, I should say, is ethics and doing what is right. Good. That doesn't hurt other people. And that is the choice that God has given us. But we see so much in this world today where we see criminal activity from people on high. We see unethical people who are pointing fingers at other unethical people. And we have lost faith in our government. But we should never, never, never lose faith in what God has in store for us. So remember on this Easter Sunday, when you're with your family, when you're with your friends, maybe you're even just sitting alone, just remember he has given us the promise that there's a better place that's coming in the future. But meantime, we're on this earth. And we have to make changes in our lives so that we can make changes in the communities in which we live. We have to ignore the evilness and focus on what good that you and I can do. Because we know that when everything is done with and God is ready to take us home, we're ready. And we're looking forward to the promises that he has made to us. He's never broken a promise yet. So on this Easter, go out and have fun. This is going to be a short message today because it's Easter Sunday. When I began recording this, I was amazed because I went out on my back porch and the sun was just coming up. It had not started coming through the trees yet. But now as I'm doing this podcast, the sun is up slightly and the sun is streaming through the trees, laying shadows on beautiful flowers. That's Easter. And that's what I love about Easter, is that we can see the beauty. We can see the beauty of what life is and what we can make it and what we can look forward to. Everybody go out and have a great Sunday, a great Easter. Make sure that you are ready to enjoy the meaning of Easter. Just take a few seconds. Love you all. Happy Easter.
Jesus, I surrender all. To Him I freely give. I will ever love and trust Him in His presence daily. I surrender all. I surrender all to Thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all to Jesus. I surrender. Humbly at His feet I bow. Worldly pleasures all forsake and take me, Jesus.